Hey guys, welcome to part 11 of Novena Diabolos. You know what we do? Let's just get right back into it. As per usual, retrieving our save point, you know what it does. Having finished everything on my schedule, I'm back in my room. The sun's already setting. The fourth day is over. I think it's time for a nice shower and some good sleep today. I need to take care of myself physically and mentally to the best of my abilities. The thing about everything is the hot water rushes down my skin. If I'm to leave this place as soon as the 9th day starts, then I only have 4 days left, actually. I think it's time to go through the evidence I've collected so far and find someone who sticks out. Which one of you is real? I mumble myself under the shower. After the refreshing shower, I wrap myself in my blanket. I need a break. I'm talking both body and mind. I close my eyes. I'll think about it all more tomorrow. Monday, October 29th, 4 days until this election. Oh, here we go. Sound of my phone vibrating wakes me up. I don't get up immediately and instead opt to stare at the ceiling and sigh. Getting up would mean having to start the day. I should close my eyes. Convince myself to sleep just a little bit longer. I'll just sleep through it all. And once I wake up, things will be over, no matter how they play out. I have to get up. Ordering my body to follow through, I raise myself up. I grab my phone right after waking up. There's a message. It reads, 4 days until this election. Only 4 days left. Whoa! I dropped my phone and barely managed to catch it. Another text. No way. Forest. My body stiffens and I shudder. Does that mean there's another murder? This is the third time already. But getting used to these brutal, messy scenes is simply not possible. I can't avoid it. I have to gather myself. Feels like my own feet are trying to stop me. Damn it. Isolated and all alone. The constant fear of imminent death is just in a few days. Coupled with the fact that the only one person in this village is telling the truth, it's amazing that my mind hasn't shattered into a million pieces yet. Anyway, I have to move on now. I'm still tired with my mind barely functioning. The 5th day has begun. At the counter, the motel owner greets me with a big smile on his face. Had somewhere important so early in the morning? How much does the motel owner know? Maybe he's a spy for the evil entity I encountered. Or maybe he is the entity itself? I don't know what to believe anymore at this point. Just going for a walk. A walk? It's nice out there, isn't it? The less fog there is, the more beautiful it all looks. Yeah, that's right. I put on a weak, forced smile and walk past the motel owner. He smiles back at me, moving his head and looking right at me until the very last second. I arrive at the forest. The thick fog makes it difficult to even see where I'm stepping. I sigh, start looking around for the murder somewhere. I walk around for a good 5 minutes, give or take. Ew! Sudden smell of blood stops me in my tracks. I should get used to this, but the mere thought of it tests my resolve. It's a feeling different from simple fear. It's more akin to rejection. To witness as someone's death is something one can never actually get used to. My right leg is almost paralyzed from the fear. I give it a hard slap, let the pain revitalize me and move on. I can do this. I take slow and careful steps and make my way towards the smell. And there it is. Okay. So, we've already been here, guys. I can always show you guys the other murder sites when we start going through everything. But I'll get back to the video once we're into the new stuff. Case information updated. Take one final look before leaving the woods at this brisk pace. Leaving the place where a person died makes me feel weak and hopeless. It's extremely painful, is the thought that one of the women I'm meeting is the culprit responsible for the heinous deed. Hello? But one of them is definitely an innocent human. I have to find out which one I build trust with her. Let me think about this. Think about who could be the human while slowly walking away. Man, she almost has complete trust in me. Oh! Okay. I think everyone knows what we're doing today. What's up, Sumi? Okay, I should go see Sumi. Before going to the school today, I decided to stop by the abandoned village. I'm pretty certain Jinsuk Park must have lived around here somewhere back then. Hope Hill Village was built fairly recently by a bunch of religious people. That means Jinsuk's old home is located outside of Hope Hill. According to Jinsuk's diary, they had a large ginkgo tree nearby. There's no such thing anywhere around Hope Village. All the more reason that Jinsuk's house will be somewhere around here instead. Now that looks promising. I can see a ginkgo tree in the distance. Next to it is an old house, most likely where Jinsuk lived. Something feels off. There's a strange coldness. I rub my freezing arms and enter the old house. Ooh. This is it. This must be where Jinsuk's family lived back then. There's not much left, but there may be some clues around here. Time to see what I can find. Okay, let's investigate. What's that? Something on a desk and reach out. It's an old small box. I wonder why it's here of all places. Upon opening the box, I see some old notebooks. Take them out one after another, and find one in particular that stands out. November 1984, Jinsuk Park. I carefully analyze the bookshelf. It's a diary. Jinsuk Park, the elementary school friend of Sumi, had grown up and become a high school student. Take another look at the diary's front cover. For a moment, I'm filled with a deep sense of both appreciation and a fascination. I'm about to get a glimpse inside someone else's life and find out how it all went. I know it's probably not as special as I think, but still. I blow the dust that has accumulated over the years off the diary and carefully open it up again. November 2nd, 1984. It's a national holiday, so our school, as well as other high schools nationwide, has been preparing for Student Day. While other schools hold various basic sports events and athletic meets, our principal wants to have a mountaineering competition. The class leaders, including me, were able to climb and make preparations in advance. The teachers and students were putting up banners and flags on the mountain. And suddenly the sky turned black, like during the darkest night. Then it shone in a cold blue. Despite the cold weather, a hot wind blew and strange screams echoed throughout the mountain. It was a really scary experience. Students and teachers alike were really unsettled by it. When I told Mother about it, she was really worried, and said a sky like that is a sinister omen. I wonder what that was all about. November 3rd, 1984. Because of Student Day, our school held a mountaineering competition. I felt strangely unwell and couldn't participate, but I wasn't the only one. Some of the others felt so bad they couldn't even come to school at all. Most of them were class leaders who had made preparations for the event yesterday. Because of that, there was a shortage of supervising students, so the teacher committee members were upset and stressed out throughout the event. I really wanted to help out, but I felt so bad that I had to leave early. November 4th, 1984. I couldn't even get up this morning. I didn't go to school because my whole body felt weak and unable to move. In the afternoon, Sumi and Kwan came to the hospital to visit me. They were worried about me. Sumi seemed especially shocked. There it is. Sumi. This is Sumi Choi's story. Judging from this, I take it Sumi must have also become a high school student. I stop turning the pages for a moment and think about everything. Something strange happened with the sky, and following that, people fell ill with an unknown condition. Maybe this is what caused this village to become abandoned. It's hard to tell if this is somehow related to my current situation. I continue reading throughout the diary. November 5th, 1984. Sumi came to visit me at the hospital again today. I've heard news from the school. Many students are absent, suffering from the same sickness as me. Actually, it's not just students, but also teachers and other locals. Appears to be something like the flu, but I heard the village doctor is bringing a doctor from the city because he doesn't know the disease's name or cause. Everything will be fine once the doctor from the city gets here. November 7th, 1984. A doctor from the city came to me today, together with Sumi and Kwan. I was a little scared because the doctor said everyone entering the room should wear a mask and gloves. After a quick look at my symptoms, the doctor confirmed it was the same disease as the others. But he still doesn't know what it is. He took some blood from me for a serum test. I saw Sumi's expression. She looked so worried that I laughed and told her to stop making such a face. After my friends and the doctor left, I suddenly had to cry. The worse my physical condition, the more anxious I get. What happened to everyone? November 15th, 1984. I heard that one of the other class leaders, Mehyun, died. So Young is getting worse and worse too. My mother held my right hand tight as she told me. She looked so worried and depressed. Hearing about the others scared me. There doesn't seem to be any cure for this. I couldn't even keep down a few spoonfuls of rice today. Mother and father also appear to be struggling. Most of the people here say they feel weak and powerless. Is it spreading? Despite everything, Sumi and Kwan visited me again today. But this time, Sumi said she wouldn't be able to come again for a while. She couldn't tell me the reason. She was crying the whole time while she said that. What's going on? I'm weak, but I'm still worried about Sumi. November 30th, 1984. The results of the blood serum test came back. There are assured symptoms, but the cause is unknown. It doesn't appear to be contagious. No confirmed cases reported other than the locals. I don't understand. 5 people have already died. Many villagers are struggling. 2 pregnant women and had miscarriages. Kwan said the whole village is like this. They're looking for a new mayor to handle the situation. He cried the whole time. I miss Sumi. I want to see her. Huh? The diary ends here? I keep looking through it, hoping to find something. Ultimately, what happened to Junsuk and Sumi? At that moment, a thick piece of paper stuck in the back of the diary falls out. I pick it up. It's a letter. Dear Junsuk, it has already been 15 days since you died. I've tried to visit the place where you are buried many times, but the government keeps me from getting close, warning about the risk of disease. That's why I'm leaving you this letter here. What? I'm moving away tomorrow. Most villagers think it's no longer an option to stay here, so I think others will follow and soon leave as well. Junsuk, tell me, have you and Sumi met up there in the sky? Oh no, she died too? We were all so close that these words break my heart as I write them. I'm so sorry I couldn't do anything. I hope you feel a lot better now. Please say hi to Sumi from me when you see her. Take care. Junsuk and Sumi are dead. According to this diary, both Junsuk and Sumi eventually died here in this village. I can't help but feel sad about the tragic fate of these 3 close friends. But this is what happened. How are the Sumi Choi I know and the Sumi Choi that died related? Trying to piece it all together, I casually turn over the letter. Huh? I'm so shocked that I choke for a moment. There's an old worn-out photo with the Sumi Choi I know clearly visible on it. What's going on here? Huh? Before I can gather my thoughts, I hear a loud sudden noise coming from outside. I'm taken so surprised I almost fall over, but I manage to stay focused. What the? A strange alien sound that doesn't belong here. This can't be good. Is that them? I mumble in fear and look towards the source of the sound. I'm gonna go out the back. I am not dashing into that. I carefully move to the house's back door. The sound came from outside the front door. If I head there, I may run straight into danger. Ah! Another ear-piercing, terrifying sound makes me shudder and cower. Afterwards, everything is quiet once more. Feeling anxious somehow, I run towards the front door. Is that Sumi? Sumi is down on the ground. I look around and see if I can make out anything suspicious, but I can't see anything. What the hell is that horrifying sound just now? Hey! Hey, Sumi! Sumi, wake up! I shake Sumi's fainted body, but there's no response. I pick Sumi up. First, I have to get her to the motel. Luckily, Sumi has the key in her bag, so luckily getting her into her room doesn't pose a problem. I carefully lay Sumi down. Phew, I'm beat. Carrying someone who's unconscious is already quite hard in of itself. I'm really exhausted, me mentally as well. I lean against the wall and take a photograph I grabbed out of my pocket. No matter how often I look at it, there really is no doubt. It's the same person I'm standing next to right now, although the Sumi Choi in the photograph died back in the 80s. But then, who is the Sumi Choi in front of me? This is giving me a headache. Nothing about this even makes a lick of sense. As I keep pressing my hands against my temples in frustration. Sumi groans and slowly opens her eyes. Where? You're in your room. Did I lose again? Lose again? She was in a fight? Why? A sheer endless amount of questions keeps popping up in my head. However, one question in particular takes precedence over all others. Sumi, how old are you? I don't know. I don't remember. Are you... a real person? A human? Damn, I hope that wasn't too direct. I already died a long time ago, so I can't call myself a human. What? I didn't hide it. I didn't hide it on purpose. You didn't ask. You can't be... Did you seriously just say that? How did you find out? You mean how I found out you're actually a ghost of the past? Yes. Okay, where to even start? Take a look at this. I take out the diary and hand it to Sumi. What is that? It's a diary. It belonged to your friend Jun-suk. Who's that? Really? Confused. The way Sumi looks at the diary makes it seem like she meant it. Jun-suk, she really doesn't remember? I don't know. I can't remember. What do you mean you don't remember anything? I don't know any of this. All I remember is I have to drive away all the evil. So you really can't remember. You've never heard of this person before. Even though you took this photo together? Photo? I hand Sumi the photograph and she slowly accepts it. That's... Jun-suk? That's Jun-suk? That's right. Do you remember now? This is Jun-suk? Why? Something so important. Why? 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 What the hell? Why? What have I been doing all this time? Hey, Sumi? Sumi stares into the air and starts sobbing. She looks so desperate. And yet I don't know what I could possibly do to help her. Sumi, I reach out to comfort Sumi, but she seems to be somewhere else in her mind. I don't know what to say during a moment like this. Sumi doesn't even seem to realize I'm still there with her. Are her memories of Jun-suk coming back to her? I wonder what things she remembers that cause such sadness and anger. There has to be a reason she still roams this place after all this time. Feeling powerless, I keep looking at Sumi, who keeps crying with tears running down her face. I quietly get up and move out of her room. I lean against the hallway, just outside her door. So many things, I can't make sense of what happened in such quick succession without me having had a chance to think. I wonder what all this means. Sumi and Jun-suk were best friends back then. Both of them died from the same mysterious illness. However, there seems to be more to the whole story than that. Also, Sumi claims to be the ghost of Sumi Choi that died back then. Yet she couldn't remember Jun-suk at all. And then as soon as she saw the picture, all this is confusing. I need some time to quietly think things through. I stay in the hallway a little longer. Then I make my way to the next destination. Alright guys, that was part 11 of Novena Diabolos. Story's definitely getting a lot deeper. I'm excited to see where this is going. And if you guys want to get ahead of me or talk to any of the other people in the game, then link in the description below for you guys. And if you liked the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and see ya.